to pursue their industrial strategic challenges. So yeah, it's the world's changing.
Hearing there from Jeff Howie, market strategist for global markets at SGX. Parents, there are hundreds of after-school and tuition centres in Singapore, but only one nurtures the champion mindset of 100% respect and zero fear.
So Mindspace introduced this concept of 100% respect and zero fear, and this is something that I see in Maria.
I like learning, but sometimes I get the answer wrong, and that's okay. When you get the answer wrong, you can learn it again. And zero fear means like you are not fear at all to make mistakes.
Google Mindspace to give your child the gift of the champion mindset of 100% respect and zero fear to face the AI world.
The sun is setting on sunny side up. Printers, the photo zones.
I just need to know what happens sooner.
Family.
This is all because of you.
The ones we sometimes overlook. The ones we may seek distance from.
Mind you get to take care of you.
I'm almost turning 30, so I have to go on my own.
Yet they're the ones we cannot imagine life without. Catch the final episodes of Sunny Side Up on the free on Rewatch.
Asia.
On CNN.
On CNN.Asia.
On Google Assistant.
Daily News from CNN.
And on your radio.
This is CNN 938.
Understand Asia.
Now, Asia First with Andrea Heng and Haryanto Diman. With Andrea Heng flying solo on Asia First today. Thanks very much for joining me. It's 9 a.m. What's the secret to success? Well, some think it's, for some people like Michelle Obama and Kris Jenner, it might be because they are part of the 5 a.m. club. I'm going to tell you more about that and why waking up so early can affect your sleep schedule, whether it's truly beneficial for success. And what should we know about Trump's win and how it'll affect America's relationship with us here in Asia? All the analysis and tips coming up in this line of crowd. A leadership transition is underway in the US. Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris bows out in defeat after her Republican rival Donald Trump pulled off a remarkable political comeback, winning the White House. Ms. Harris spoke to her supporters at Howard University, her alma mater, in Washington, D.C., where she urged them to accept her loss and focus on the future. So I'm feeling experiencing arrangement of I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke to President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him Mr. Trump will return to the White House in January after becoming only the second president to win non-consecutive terms.
What is a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
Ms. Harris has urged her supporters to keep on fighting. She says she concedes this election, but not the fight that fueled her campaign. Benji Haya reports on how Ms. Harris and the Democrats aim to recover from this election loss.
The recovery will take some time. We'll have to be a post-mortem assessing how it went so terribly wrong. Thankfully, Kamala Harris losing 14 million votes compared to Joe Biden's victory in 2020, and not outperforming the current president in any of America's counties. Today's speech, it was one of acceptance, but also resolve. She convincingly lost this race, but she insists that she will continue to fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, the ideal she says that reflects America at its best. Also told supporters who are predominantly young, liberal Washingtonians at Howard University that sometimes that fight can take a while, but very necessarily that they will not win, urging them not to despair and not to give up. That's the message she's been trying to portray, that even though it could be dark times ahead, she is looking her forward and I feel the sky with starry optimism in her words, and that the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
Well, Sally Patterson, in the meantime, is in West Palm Beach, Florida, reporting on the factors that made Americans pick Mr. Trump. All the unconventional personal politics that led Donald Trump to victory here in West Palm Beach in recent hours. His popular quote to America had done produce paid off 10 people, these are politicians that went out in the big class, is more than able to do this. I think it's very good to have this building, a predictor, moving forward to the economy, and predictor, and the all right rules. The public really have to do this. Actually, look at what Donald Trump is doing. Some remarks now from Tina Datta, chairman of the Republicans Overseas Singapore branch.
Gas prices are very high. Prices at the grocery store are very high. It's the general population, not the people that participate in the stock market, that are affected by the inflation in the United States. And that is the people that you've heard and voted against the Biden administration. And so President Trump to his second term.
And last but certainly not least, Clark Jennings, Managing Director at
in the final days, energy and crowds, some of the polling beginning to shift, thinking that was moving towards Kamala Harris. That did not prove true. The Trump campaign and his scores strongly refuted that.
All the ramifications of Mr. Trump's electoral victory go far beyond America's borders amid two raging wars and tensions in the Indo-Pacific region. Reports say Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for Vladimir to visit Italy, though details of that conversation have not yet been revealed. Sarah Alcaldi has more on the likely impact of Mr. Trump's foreign policies.
Trump's response to Russia's war in Ukraine could set the tone for his agenda. Under President Joe Biden, the U.S. poured in tens of billions of dollars in military and financial aid. Trump criticized the level of U.S. support for Ukraine's war effort and promised to end the conflict before he takes office in January. But he didn't explain how. NATO, which backs Ukraine, is also under threat. Trump had warned that he would not only refuse to defend nations delinquent in funding, but would encourage Russia to do whatever they want to them. Trump will also confront a volatile Middle East that threatens to descend into a broader regional conflict. Israel is fighting wars in Gaza and Lebanon while facing off against Iran. Trump is expected to continue arming Israel. His policy towards Israel will likely have no strings attached for humanitarian concerns. Trump pledges to impose a tough stance on China, meaning he would ramp up tariffs on Chinese goods. On the other side, Trump has presented a mixed message. He described Chinese President Xi Jinping as brilliant for ruling with an iron fist and said democratically governed Taiwan, which China claims as its territory, should pay the U.S. for defense.
Singapore Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says that he and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto will be able to write a new chapter in bilateral ties and take the relationship to even greater heights as new leaders. He added that both have benefited from their predecessors who have laid a very strong foundation in bringing the two countries close together. Mr. Wong was speaking at a joint press conference after meeting Mr. Prabowo in Jakarta, where he received a ceremonial welcome at the Merdeka Palace. Mr. Wong is the first foreign leader to make an official visit to Indonesia under the country's new administration. This is also his introductory visit since assuming office in May this year. Mr. Wong said he had a productive conversation with Mr. Prabowo and discussed new and exciting opportunities for collaboration in the coming years. These include areas aligned with Indonesia's priorities.
One that is on food security, and so we're discussing how to explore best practices for sharing of technologies and mutually benefit from cooperation in the agriculture and food sector. Another important area is energy support, and we will have very big discussions on how we can work together on areas like clean energy and sustainability.
Some sports news now, and in football, Inter Milan has maintained their unbeaten start in the Champions League with a 1-0 home win over Arsenal as the Gunners suffered their first defeat in the competition this season. The Italian side scored a penalty after a handball from Mikel Merino. In other selected results, Robert Lewandowski struck twice and Barcelona thrashed Red Star Belgrade 5-2. And another Spanish club, Atletico Madrid, snatched a 2-1 away win against Paris Saint-Germain. That's the news. I'm Andrea Hain here on Asia First. You can get headlines anytime right here on CNN 98 and CNN.Asia. Alright, time to get you some traffic updates at this very moment. The time now is 10 minutes past 9 a.m. We do see an accident on the KPE towards the ECP after the road exit. Please avoid lane 3. Also look out for a stalled vehicle on the SLE towards the BKE after before